Norrath, welcome back to another episode of Saturday Night Grind with the Adventure Squad. We are continuing on with a level 66 version of Aleighya Battles Norrath. So we are in the middle of doing the white, yellow, and orange headbands at the Monk Guild. So we need 2 more of the Putrid Rib Bones from this spooky spot, and then we need 2 Black Burrow Knoll Pelt, which those seem to be very elusive. So we'll see what we can do, and these guys do not drop it. We need it from a Putrid Skeleton, which seems to be, I don't know, a little rare. Guess the only thing we can do is just keep coming here until we get 2 more. We were able to get 1, luckily. Got a guy over here. So, I don't know. Did we already kill that? I think we did. How about this one? We did kill this one. Nope. Dead skeletons look just like the pile of skeletons. Alright, well that stinks. No putrid skeletons. So we're going to kill these. I don't know if they're all kind of on the spawn cycle, spawn table, whatever. I don't want to have anything up here. Okay, so that was that. Oh, let's get this stupid bat. Whoa. Chandra is out of here. Alright, so sometimes there's one just kind of chilling here, just standing, but not today. Alright, so we're going to head into Blackburrow. We're going to see what we can do. I don't know. I mean, that's really all we can do. We're just going to go in there. We're going to kill everything. We'll run down to the bottom and we'll come back up, killing everything as we go. And then we'll head back out here, see if a Putrid Skeleton is up. So that's going to be kind of the plan. And I know they don't drop them outside our loot. A rat tooth. Yeah. You just have to look just to be safe. I know they don't drop out here because they're called Blackburrow. And that's Qeynos Hills. Okay, and I did look. I said last episode, anything basically in Blackburrow can drop the pelt. And that is kind of a bummer, because then it just makes it even that much rarer. Everyone can drop it. Wow, this guy's quick. And we've stopped collecting the teeth. We have 80 teeth. That's probably plenty to do the quest with. All right, that is out. We don't want that. All right, I think like after every section we do, we should just clear that out. Uh-oh. Knoll skin. I am going to say never on the knoll skins. I'm tired of seeing those and getting excited for nothing. Like some Defiant stuff. I don't know if the higher level stuff makes it have a higher chance of dropping. I don't know, but I want to make sure we get everybody. Okay, he's down. A lot of bows. Not one of them had a bow out. So what do you think on the over-under of how many times we have to clear this place before we get a single pelt? Probably 5 or 6. We'll probably have to go through here about 8 or 9 times, I would say, before we get 2. And everybody's dropping everything else. Glad everything is... Uh-oh. Yes! All right. A Knoll Brewer. So I would like to find more Knoll Brewers. I'm going to mark that down. Brewer. All right, those two are just kind of pathing wherever they feel like it. We've already cleared that area over there. I'd like to know a little more information about a Knoll Brewer. How we can get more of him. It's good to know also what it looks like. It is basically black, so that's cool. All the other stuff is either brown or gray, so that definitely stands out. Take this, you can go to Jagged Pine Forest. It's pretty wild that the in and out to Jagged Pine Forest goes in the middle of the depths of Blackborough. But you should be high enough level. If you're doing Jagged Pine, zoning in down here is just no big deal. Whoop, wrong button. There we go. We want to spin this way. Well, let's head on in. Is this a, yeah, that's the door. The one down at the bottom, that's the door that doesn't work. Where does this thing take us? Is this where it goes to that drop off? I think that is. That bunch of snake pit. That have to be snakes. Wow, it's like an optical illusion going through there. You can't tell where anything goes. There we go. how did we not one-shot that guy? It's so easy to get turned around in here. Shoulder pads. Take a look. Nope. Okay, there's the door. Now we come up here and there's 3 rooms. Sometimes there's a named up here. Uh-oh. Yes. And what else we get? Plate bracer. We got this onyx earring. There we go. Excellent. That didn't take anywhere near as long as I thought, even though we did go up and down, I think 3 times in the last episode. So we can run out of here. Be a named over here. Maybe we'll kill that if it's up. But we should. Spirit of the Wolf. He is not up. Alright, that's the other side we came out of, so we want to go this way. It's the snakes. I think this is the snakes. Yep, that's the snake direction. That's the door that doesn't work. There we go. We came through here, right? And we want to go over here. No. I want to go this way. There we are. Now we're into the big open area, and I know where to go so that we can get out of here. We want to go up on top of that bridge. Just loop around, double back. A figure 8. And we just head up. Now we're going upstairs. It took a long time to figure out how to get out of here. Once I got down in the bowels, when we were looking for the what was it, the collections for the Tides of Time. Boy, I just got down there and eventually I did kind of learn the zone. So, alright, we're out of here. We're going to head over and do some putrid rib bones. Hopefully we can get those. Alright, so now we're just going to kind of post up over here until we get them, but I'm not going to record all of our downtime. I believe we're going to have a wait in between each cycle, but we'll see. Okay, there's a restless skeleton somewhere that we're picking up. Oh, I guess maybe the best way to do it is to run over top of them and see if they come to life. Instead of killing them where they stand, and maybe we can kind of lure them off over to the side and kill them over there. We'll just get a pile of dead ones. Probably the best way to do it. Cane skeleton, get his attention. Maybe. Really? One of these seems new over here. Okay, well, I guess that's that round. So we're just going to post up here, and hopefully in 10 minutes or whenever, we'll be able to... Whoops, we don't want to camp. We want to come back 10 minutes later. Camped out. So we'll just wait here, I think, 10 minutes or so, and we'll pop back and see if anything spawns, and then we'll just go from there till we get 2 more putrid rib bones. So we'll see you in a bit. Alright, we got a putrid skeleton. Not going to let him disappear and despawn on us. And of course he didn't drop it. Cool. See if any of these others are good to go. Hey, another putrid skeleton. Cool. Alright. That is a rib bone. Cool. If any of these are available. Oh, I don't know if the... Hey, another... Oh, give it to me. No. That was pretty quick respawn. You just stand around in here if they respawn faster. Thick grizzly bear skin. I believe those you can turn those into the handmade backpacks. All right, well, we're gonna take a seat and we'll wait for more. We'll see how that goes. All right, we're starting to get... Oh no, don't kill each other. Yes, got another rib bone. Oh, stop attacking. There we go. Putrid rib bone. Then there was another one that I saw. This guy here, he just kind of spawns and then despawns. All right, there was another one. Cool, he had one too. That's who I saw. I saw this guy here, skeleton. Then he just like drops down, and then as I was getting ready to run over, those two spawned. It's actually pretty quick. It's a lot faster than I thought it would be. I thought it was like the same as like the whole zone, but these guys seem to be pretty quick. 4 null pelts. What's this? Black pearl null pelt. Another one is the skin. Put this over here. Oh, that's our first one. We need 4 null pups. There we go. And our next one is we need 3 putrid rib bones. And then the next one we need 1 null skin. Oh, that is a perfect null skin. And I gotta go back in there. I just need a black burl knoll skin, of course. Leave that. Let's check our filters. Sure, I said I don't want one. Take a look. Okay, cool. I said no to the perfect knoll skin. And okay, well, we're headed back into black burl because we need a black burl knoll skin. I probably shouldn't have deleted that, but we will get another one. They were dropping not like hotcakes or flies, but they were still doing it. Well, you have to read what everything is. Can't just read the end. I was looking for skin and pelt, and that was it. All right, back to black burl we go. Ruined black burl knoll pelt. Let's see. Let's start loot. We'll try to loot some of this stuff. And then we'll, oh, here we go. Come on. Old pup scalp, of course. And we're looking for a black burl knoll skin. Be pretty quiet, crazy if one of these does have it. These dead ones. We'll check them all, and then we'll kill everything. I did look and find out where the knoll quest is, so we'll take care of that next time we are in Qeynos. For low level, it's a super great EXP. This round here is going to take a little bit searching everything. Perfect knoll skin. All right, here we go. Let's get our Spirit of the Wolf boots on. This a little faster. Wonder if it's just going to be a single, something that's not stackable. Well, I guess this thing is Black Burrow. Who do we have? Black Burrow, Null, Pelt. We have 2 of those. Okay, cool. Well, we do have those correct. Or Null Teeth. There's 2 of them here. The one we can't loot probably had what we wanted. You don't want to go straight, that's where all the snakes are. Oh, that's where all the snakes are. Oh! Almost fell off there, but really in the end it doesn't matter. Where we want to go anyway? A lot of ruined. Thought I saw somewhere. You can go somewhere and you can turn in like 3 crappy pelts and they'll give you 1 good one. Should look into that. I'm gonna loot 3 of the junky ones and see if I can figure out where that's at and if it actually works. High quality. Don't do that. What do we have here? Black Pearl, Knoll, Belt. Dang it. We already have one of them. So actually we have two. We need the skin. Another dead end. Came from that way. Perfect Knoll skin. Now we need a Black Burrow Knoll skin. So we need to have everything say Black Burrow in the name. Otherwise it's not going to work if we can even do that. Black Pearl, Knoll skin. Excellent. We don't have to worry about doing anything weird. And let's see, where are we? Yeah, where is it? This is wild. I've been down this way. Oh wow. Yeah, I forgot about this. Go all the way like to the basement and get in the water. Yeah, that's wow. I can't believe I never went over that way in that door. I run across the bridge and then I go over that way into that little nook. Okay, and there's the bridge we want to go around. Wow, that's pretty crazy. It's like a well-oiled machine of confusion. Keep you on your toes though, it's fun. Okay, off we go. Oop. At least the run isn't too bad. Nice and scenic. I like how the entire edge of the zone is the zone line. It makes it feel like it's a lot bigger and you can zone in anywhere across there. Alright, so we have everything for the white, yellow, and orange headband with Finn Esranap. So we'll make sure we take care of that. And then we'll work on our red and purple. Those are more specific. You have to go get named more or less to drop. So that'll be fun. Go do some camping. I think we'll just do the same thing. We'll just go and collect everything and then come back and turn it all in. That rabid wolf. Oof. Man, is that thing hard to find. Alright, here we go. About ready to zone. Okay, we are back in North Qeynos. You can almost see the monk guild over the top of that wall. That actually might even be it. Yeah, it is. Okay, go through here. Come this way, past the priest of discord. And I think here, oh, that way, that is, yeah, so when we come through here, don't want to go this way. At the priest of discord, we want to make hard right, almost a U-turn. See if he's still happy to see me. He is. Alright, so he's talking about the headbands. So, let's do it. He wants 4 null pups. I don't know why I keep calling them null pups, but they're null pup scalps. Nice. The white headband. It is 1 stamina, 1 charisma. No AC. That's a bummer. Size small, no weight, so apparently it's not going to affect you at all. Alright, so now 3 putrid rib bones. Make sure everything is unstacked. And the white headband. There we go. We have the yellow headband. 1 hit point. 1 stamina, 1 agility, 1 charisma. Very cool. And now, where'd it go? Blackburrow Knoll Skin. This up here. And then 2 Blackburrow Knoll Pelts. And the yellow headband. And now we have the orange. Hey, look at that. It's 2 HP, 2 stamina, 1 agility, 1 charisma. What is our newbie armor? How does that compare to this headband? Alright, it's 1. The newbie is 1 better. And it has dex, but no agility or charisma. So I would say they're kind of comparable, depending on which way you want to go. Excellent. Let's see. He says, good work. You're working your way toward earning the orange headband, which we did. Good work. You're doing everything correct. We've got a lot of not stamina, but faction. So, excellent. Alright, so now we need to go find this Targan Sorast. And there he is, outside the door. I thought that was going to go further in, but it goes out. Alright, let's take a look. Give him the old hail. He says, I'll give out headband. Let's see, hold on. Greetings, I am Second Master Targan Sorast. I am here to teach the ways of the guild. For our advanced members, I will give out headbands as a reward for their contribution to the clan. They said the first silent gives out colored headbands as various deeds completed by our students. Finn gives out the white, yellow, and orange headbands, and I give out the red, purple, and blue. So we'll say red. He says, find us, brother, let's see, as you think you are skilled enough to earn the red headband of the Silent Fist clan. Well, if we can help us find Brother Darab, you would certainly deserve the honor of wearing the red headband. Okay, Brother Darab. Oh boy. So basically he wants us to go do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not going to read all that. That's way too much. All right, so what we need to do for the red one, we need to get Darab's skull from the High Chairman Fido in South Karana. We need the head of Shen from the High Shaman Grisak in South Karana. And the head of Qeynos from Qeynos Dara, who is also in South Karana. Well, that's what we're going to do. Let's see. What does he say about the purple headband? Evil items. We need the Skull of Gentra, the Dagger of Monex, and the Cornet of Buried Blood. So the Skull of Gentra is from a knoll in Lake Wrath. The Dagger of Monex is from the Thermagist in Befallen. And the Cornet of Buried Blood is from the Priest Zom in Permafrost. So, very cool. And we are going to be off to collect those 6 items from all over Norrath. Luckily, we have Spirit of the Wolf for another 32 seconds. Let's see if we can make it. Let's see, South Karana. Okay, yeah, we have to go through West Karana. It is going to be a hike. But let's see, 22 seconds. Can we get out of the zone in 22 seconds? 15. We're almost there. I think we're just going to make it. Not like we can't recast it, but it's more fun this way. There we go. We did make it. Qeynos Hills, here we go. All right, we are set for the long trek across the Karanas. So we need to get through Qeynos Hills. We can get going. Oh, I think on something like this, these long runs, sometimes it's more fun to just stay on the path. A little bit longer, but it's okay. Happy the guards are not upset. Sometimes you get a little bit of hate based on your class or your race. This is like one of the longer zone lines. Oh, I think it's kind of neat though. It seems like you're getting from the little hillier area over to the plain. So you got to cut through this pass in the mountains. It does make it feel like the world is really large, but really in the end, it doesn't take long to zone or run through the zones. And this just as long. Actually, I think it might be longer. The longest though is that ramp. Not, I guess you could see it was like a zone transition. You got to take that ramp to go from East Karana to High Pass, and that takes forever. And then if you're kind of screwing around, you're not really paying attention, and you fall off, then you die, and you got to start all over someplace else. All right, so this zone is a monster. We need to go all the way straight across until we get to North Karana. I know we've done this run before, but we're going to do it again. Let's see, what does it say? To Qeynos. Ooh, boy. Nothing to kill here. That's kind of a bummer. At least North Karana isn't really all that big, so we'll be able to zip through that no problem, but we do have a little bit of a ways to go here. And it's really crazy to think that, you know, when the game started, this zone, even though it's big, there were a lot of people here doing stuff in all different areas. You know, you could be run through here and right over there by that tree and that lion, there'd be a group of people just killing lions, doing their thing. All right, we got another stone here. Let's see what it says. 2 high pass. That's the direction we want. And it's so fun because when you would read that, it's like, yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me, you know? But it really does help you get where you want to go. We don't want to go left here. We want to continue on, veer off to the right. I like running from one end of the continent to the other and staying on the path. Oh, I think it's more fun that way. Especially when you had no idea where you were going and you were a low level where those 2 lions would definitely jump you. And you needed to know where you were at all times because you didn't have the luxury of spawning with all of your gear. Hey, a scarecrow. I think we're going to have to kill a couple scarecrows. Just because. Oh, what level are they? 25, yeah. No, thank you. On the road? Wow. Would not want to face that. My first trip. And somewhere... Oh, there's a werewolf bandit? Yeah, that thing is probably the same level. If not even higher. But somewhere around here there is... I don't know, one of the piranhas. This thing's aggressive. Yeah, it's a scarecrow, right? But there's a big farm and there's a whole bunch of these scarecrows and some other stuff on it. I've only seen it online, people camping there when they're playing P99. Be fun to go try to figure out where it is. Uh-oh, where am I going? Going the wrong way. There you go. Trying to, oh, what? There's my skeletons, or scarecrows. Those are the ones I like. The originals. The farm. Okay, so that must be it over here. Did we run across the farm when we were doing our newbie armor? I think we might have. Wizard spires over there. I don't know. Bandits. Shady bandits over here just chilling. This guy. Bandit. Can't have him just chilling on the road. Gotta take care of him. Gotta be a good citizen of Norrath. Keep the streets clean. Keep them safe. That tree looks out of place. Oh, we got another marker. Still, high pass hold this way. Spent a lot of time up in those hills over there. That's where we had to get all those spiders. And get the woven spider or something. Got 9 minutes left on our Spirit of the Wolf. But the way the lighting is, you can't really tell that you're on a path. And really, I wouldn't even know I was on the path if I didn't know I was on the path on the map. It is getting darker though, so that's not helping anything. Looks like we might have another stone up here. We don't have... We have a light stone. You have to carry it? Oh, that's pretty cool looking. That didn't help though. Too bad you can't attack with those. Those things look pretty cool. It was this tree. I thought we were going to come across another stone, letting us know, what, like a direction post. There we go. Here we are, Northern Plains of Karana. The zone is quite a bit smaller, probably about a third the size. Maybe, yeah, about a third, I would think. I like it that the whole side also on the zone is the zone. If you do want to just book it straight across, hope for the best, you definitely can. Following the path in this zone does take you a little bit out of your way, but I think it's fun. We got Esmeralda. She's up here. She's one of in the gypsy camp. If you can turn light stones into her. All right, let's take a look at this. 2 high pass hold. There we go. So you can bypass. Well, I mean, you're not really going to bypass the gypsy camp, really. You're still going to end up right by it. That one here, I believe that one's going to tell you you're going to high pass because that is the direction of high pass. Or is this one saying Qeynos? 2 Qeynos. Very cool. We want to go this way. And here's our gypsy camp. Esmeralda's in here. There you go. I believe that's her. That's who you do it to. That didn't sound good. That's who you turn light stones into. Griffin, there we go. Silver Griffin. He seemed to be a little bit higher level. And then floating around here is Grimfeather. Is a Highlands lion? Nope. We want to kill the Highlands lion because they have a chance of dropping the high quality cat pelt. I think that's the one they use for the bleeding quiver, and then the upgrade, which I don't even know what it's called. It starts with a P. I can't remember, but it's better. Bleeding quiver is like 33% haste, and the other one is 90% haste. But it requires 2 and a much higher tailoring skill. If you take the wizard port and you come here and you're an evil race, make sure you don't AFK because there are a lot of guards around here and they will path over and start attacking you. So you have to zone in and run immediately. All right, we are sneaking up on South Karana. Okay, here we go. South Karana. You can see on the map some places are noted. I believe this we have High Shaman Fido and Grisok. They're both noted on the map, kind of where they might be. Ganix is not, but I believe he is in the Undead camp, which might be this one. I don't know if there's more than one Undead camp. So we'll just kill these guys and see if somebody spawns later. There we go. And of course, in South Karana, there is no path. So you're free to roam and go wherever you want, which I think is not very helpful. Okay, so this guy here, I remember coming over to see this guy. He was one of the bard guys. To do something for him. So we'll run, well, I guess let's just go this way. We'll head over to where High Shaman Fido kind of is, and we'll see what we can come up with over there. Be great if we had a ranger over here. Uh-oh, we're out of Spirit of the Wolf. Let's get that going. It would make everything so much easier. Okay, so there's a layer of split paw. That's what? That's a little over halfway through the zone. We'll run through here. Hopefully we won't get attacked, but we might because these guys usually kind of have a bad attitude. So it looks like we're running straight for where High Shaman Fido likes to hang out. I don't know if he's a roamer or if he has a placeholder, but we'll go there and we'll check it out. You know, the fun part about these quests is if you had these quests and you were just going to come here and fight, then you would eventually just run across all this stuff. So it looks like, oh, no. Looks like he would normally kind of spawn right around here. So we got to figure out how to get him to spawn, which is probably a little bit like Quillmane. You just start, kill everything, and eventually they just spawn. Alright, we will run over to the area where High Shaman Grisok is, and we'll take a look there, see what we see, and after that we're going to have to do a little bit of looking to see what we have to do to get a hold of them, and maybe even bring in the help of a ranger. We'll get Drizette over here. doing her thing and really helping out. I don't think there's anyone here that we could ask for help. Nope, it's just us. All right, up over this hill and probably over another hill, and that's where High Shaman Grisak could be. Treant, he has no idea what's going on. I don't know, I'm giving up. Why am I walking around? I'm a tree. Okay. Now, just kill this lion because we haven't killed anything in a while. And this looks to be about the spot where a High Shaman Grisak would spawn if we knew how to do it. So I think we'll just post up here. And there's a dwarf over here who has a horrible attitude. The hermit hut, yeah, she is. Even at high level, she wants to attack you. All right, and I think with that, we're going to call this episode an episode, and then we're going to figure out how we can get a hold of these 3 creatures in this zone, and we can make short work of them. All right, so we'll see you next time.